Did you know that 8 out of 10 people over 60 are losing muscle without even realizing it? It doesn't hurt. There are no warning signs. But one day, you notice you can't get up from your chair without using your hands. That's not normal aging, that's sarcopenia. Silent muscle loss, stealing your strength and your independence. Do you feel weaker each year? Have you seen a loved one struggle to stand, walk slowly, or lose balance for no reason? If that sounds familiar, don't skip this video. As the late expert Frank Suarez said, it's not old age that ends our lives. It's the slow, quiet disappearance of our muscles. But here's the good news. There are 5 surprisingly cheap foods that can help you rebuild muscle after 60. They're easy to find, they're doctor approved, and they really work. Welcome to Elderly Strength, where every step forward matters. I'm Dr. Benjamin Carter, and for over 30 years, I've helped older adults stay strong, mobile, and confident without complicated routines or costly products. And make sure you watch until the end, because how you eat them is what really makes the difference. And number 5, the most overlooked one, could change your daily strength faster than you think. In just a minute, I'll show you a 5-second test you can try from your chair, so you'll know exactly where your strength stands. Can you guess one of them? Drop your guess in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If this video helps you, type 1 in the comments. If you want more videos like this, type 0. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's dive into the first food that's rebuilding muscle all across America. Let's start with one of the most trusted, affordable, and surprisingly misunderstood foods in America: chicken. Now I know what you're thinking. I eat chicken all the time, but I still feel weak. So what gives? Well, here's the truth. It's not just what you eat, it's when and how you eat it. As we get older, our bodies don't process protein as well as they used to. So even if you're eating enough, your body might not be absorbing it in the right way or at the right time. Just 3 ounces of skinless chicken breast gives you about 31 grams of protein and 2.7 grams of leucine. Leucine is a special amino acid. It acts like a switch. It literally tells your body, hey, it's time to rebuild muscle. According to a 2022 study from the NIH, older adults need higher leucine intake to maintain and restore muscle tissue efficiently. That's what we need after 60. And here's something you probably didn't know. Chicken has more leucine than beef. Plus, it's gentler on the stomach. That's huge for older adults who often struggle with digestion. But here's the mistake I see all the time. People save all their protein for dinner. That's too late in the day. Your muscles do their best rebuilding right after light activity, like a morning walk, gardening, or even stretching. I had a patient, Linda, 72 years old from Arizona, who started eating grilled chicken with her lunch after her walks. Just 3 times a week. A month later, she told me, I stood up from my recliner without needing my hands. I didn't even think about it. It just happened. Of course, she was also staying active and making other healthy changes. But this one small habit helped kick things into gear. That's the power of timing. So here's what I tell my patients. Don't wait until dinner. Feed your muscles while they're still awake. Try grilled chicken with some steamed veggies, maybe a little sweet potato, olive oil, and lemon. Easy, affordable, and your body knows what to do with it. If chewing is an issue, try shredded chicken or soft poached breast. You'll still get the benefits without the struggle, and skip the fried stuff. Fried chicken tastes good, sure, but it inflames your joints and slows muscle repair. Your strength doesn't have to fade with age, it just needs a better lunch. Let's move on to the next one, because this list only gets better from here. Let's talk about a little food that packs a serious punch: eggs. Most people think of eggs as just protein, but here's the truth. They're also one of the best brain muscle boosters out there. Why does that matter after 60? Because losing your balance isn't always about weak legs. Sometimes it's your brain and muscles not syncing up fast enough. Each egg gives you 6 grams of high-quality protein, sure, but the magic is in the choline and vitamin B12, nutrients that keep your nervous system sharp. Think of them like your body's Wi-Fi signal, keeping every muscle command strong and steady. Balance isn't just about staying on your feet, it's about staying in control of your life. I had a client, George, 68 years old, who told me he started tripping on the stairs. Nothing serious, just a weird unsteadiness. We didn't just give him balance exercises. We made a simple change. Eggs for breakfast 3 times a week, add a slice of avocado toast, and boom, healthy fats to boost absorption. After a few weeks, he looked at me and said, "Doc, it feels like my legs are finally listening again." Now here's your mini checklist. Scrambled eggs with spinach and mushrooms, boiled eggs with a sprinkle of sea salt, or egg salad with Greek yogurt for creaminess, no mayo needed. Don't like eggs in the morning? Try them for dinner. Your body doesn't care what time it is. It just wants the good stuff. If chewing's tricky, go soft. Scrambled, poached, or mashed into a spread. Still tasty, still powerful. And if you don't eat eggs, look for B12 and choline fortified plant options. Your nerves still need support. I've seen it time and again. People feel more balanced, more confident, just from adding this one habit. Because strong legs aren't enough. They need clear signals to move. Eggs help both. Already eat eggs? Comment how you like them best. We might feature your idea in the next video. Let's keep rolling. And this next one might already be sitting on your dinner plate. Sweet potatoes. Yep, the humble orange potato isn't just comfort food, it's muscle fuel in disguise. If you've ever woken up with a leg cramp or felt your calves tighten just from walking across the room, your body might be running low on potassium. A medium-sized sweet potato gives you around 620 milligrams of potassium. That's more than a banana, but it does more than stop cramps. Sweet potatoes also bring in fiber and antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in tired muscles, especially helpful after physical therapy, walking, or even gardening. And here's something I always remind my patients. Your muscles recover best in a low-inflammation environment. Sweet potatoes support that. I had a client, Mary, 74, who came in frustrated by nightly leg cramps and low energy. We looked at her diet. She was eating enough, but not smart. I suggested swapping her white bread at lunch with a half-baked sweet potato. Within 2 weeks, her cramps faded, and she told me, "I don't just feel better, I'm sleeping better too." Want the most out of it? Here's how I eat it myself. Baked sweet potato, topped with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a small pat of grass-fed butter. And if you let it cool for a couple of hours before eating, it forms resistant starch, an amazing fiber that feeds your gut bacteria and boosts mineral absorption. Try mashing it into a warm soup or mix it into oatmeal for a sweet savory twist. And don't forget, sweet potatoes also help regulate blood sugar. That means fewer midday crashes and more stable energy throughout the day. For folks trying to avoid that afternoon slump, it's a quiet hero. Mini tip, if you're not into baking, slice and roast a batch once a week. Keep them in the fridge for a quick warm-up snack or lunch side. How do you eat your sweet potatoes? Share below. I'm always looking for new ideas. Your body doesn't need perfect. It needs consistent, colorful, real food. Sweet potatoes deliver all three. Let's shift gears for a second, because not everyone wants meat on their plate, and that's perfectly okay. Tofu. It's soft, simple, and surprisingly powerful, especially for older adults who want muscle strength without stressing their joints. Tofu is packed with complete protein, meaning it has all the amino acids your muscles need. But what really sets it apart is something called isoflavones. These plant compounds help reduce inflammation, support joint health, and protect muscle cells from age-related damage. That's why tofu is especially helpful for anyone recovering from surgery, dealing with stiff knees, or simply trying to stay mobile without putting wear and tear on the body. I worked with a woman named Janice, 62 years old and newly vegetarian after some heart issues. She was worried about getting enough protein without feeling bloated or achy. We added tofu stir-fry twice a week. Nothing fancy, just garlic, bell peppers, sesame oil. A month later, she told me, "I feel lighter but stronger." Tofu is also naturally cholesterol-free. Good news for your heart and your joints. Mini hook. And here's a fun fact. In parts of Japan and southern China, many elders eat tofu daily. They call it soft strength, and some of them still ride bikes well into their 80s. Want to try it yourself? Stir-fry tofu with garlic, ginger, and a dash of low-sodium soy sauce. Toss into veggie soup or cube it over a salad. Prefer soft meals? Try silken tofu blended into a smoothie or warm miso broth. Easy on the teeth, easy on the joints. If you're avoiding meat, this might just be your protein MVP. And for those of us who've chewed one too many tough steaks over the years, your jaw's going to appreciate this one too. How do you cook your tofu? Got a favorite combo? Drop it in the comments. I might give it a try myself. Never tried tofu before? This might be your sign. Before we get to our final food, remember that 5-second test I mentioned? Here it is. Sit near the edge of your chair. Cross your arms over your chest. Now try to stand up without using your hands. If you can do it smoothly, you're in good shape. If you struggle or need your hands, it may be a sign your legs are losing strength faster than you think. Don't panic. This isn't about passing or failing. It's about knowing where to start. Because now you have the tools to rebuild. And speaking of powerful tools, this last food might be sitting in your pantry right now. Now for the surprise winner. And yes, it might be sitting in your pantry right now. White potatoes. I know what you're thinking. Really? Potatoes? But hear me out. They often get a bad rap, especially in fad diets. But they're one of the most underrated muscle-friendly foods out there. A medium 5-ounce white potato delivers more potassium than a banana and around 0.4 milligrams of vitamin B6, an essential nutrient that helps your body process and use protein efficiently. Not all carbs are created equal. Real whole foods like potatoes fuel your muscles, not your belly. And here's where it matters. If your B6 levels are low, you might feel tired even after light exercise like walking or stretching. Your muscles can't recover if your body can't use the protein you're giving it. I once worked with a retired veteran, Mr. Green, who'd been skipping carbs altogether. He looked strong, but told me he couldn't climb stairs without getting winded. We added one small baked potato to his lunch, along with lean protein. A few weeks later, he joked, "Doc, I'm chasing my grandkids again, and winning." Here's how to enjoy it right. Boil or roast your potatoes. Skip the deep frying. Want bonus points for your gut? Let them cool before eating. That cooling creates resistant starch, a type of fiber that helps your digestive system absorb minerals more efficiently. Top it with chopped parsley and a little olive oil for added flavor and anti-inflammatory benefits. And when eaten with olive oil or protein, they have a surprisingly low impact on blood sugar. You can also slice and bake them into wedges with rosemary and garlic. It feels indulgent, but it's actually a smart recovery snack. And here's a cultural gem. In Spain, older adults often eat potatoes as part of their midday meal, paired with greens and olive oil. They swear by it. Maybe we should listen. It's not just about what you eat, it's about what your body can use. White potatoes deliver power in disguise. What food did you once fear, then realized it actually helps you? Let's share and learn from each other. Now let's wrap it all up with a few parting thoughts that bring everything together. So here's the truth. Your body isn't giving up on you. It's just waiting for the right fuel. Today you've learned about 5 simple everyday foods, nothing fancy, nothing expensive, that can help you walk a little easier, get out of a chair without struggling, sleep through the night without cramps, and maybe even feel proud of how strong your body still is. Let's quickly recap. Chicken gives you the protein and timing your muscles crave. Eggs keep your nerves sharp and your balance steady. Sweet potatoes help stop cramps before they start. Tofu supports strength without stressing your joints. And humble white potatoes? They're a hidden powerhouse of potassium and B6. These aren't miracle foods from faraway places. They're already in your kitchen or waiting for you at the local grocery store. And they could be the reason you stay independent longer than you ever thought possible. Like I always tell my patients, food is the oldest, cheapest, and most powerful medicine we have. You just have to know how to use it right. You don't have to change everything. Just start with one small bite that builds strength. So let me ask you, what food will you start with this week? Let me know in the comments. Your answer might just help someone else take that first step. If this video gave you a little spark of hope or made you think about your health in a new way, send it to someone you care about. If you found one tip here that helped, Imagine how the next video might change your week. And if you're ready to keep building strength one bite at a time, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring about your health. And thank you for believing that your best days aren't behind you. I'm Dr. Benjamin Carter. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video. This information is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, exercise, or supplements.